This is not good. This is not good at all. We are the whole ship's coming apart. The whole ship's coming apart. Everything's going wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the Kerb. Hey, before I start, I just want to say, last Kerbal video, bro, went insane. Almost 300 views and like 25 likes. Y'all were actually so locked in. And then, let me talk about this real quick. The comments I got, big helpful information. So we have, like, look at all these. You see all this? Oh my god, y'all was locked in. Y'all was giving me a treasure trove of information. I really appreciate that. So what I took from the comments is, somebody was telling me about mods I should put in. I tried to put all 4 mods you suggested. One of them, you said you had to pay for. I'm broke. The other 3, I found them, and I just couldn't figure out exactly how to get them in. But I figured out, because you have to have these dependencies. At some point, I'm gonna download those dependencies and get the rest of the mods in. But I did put one mod in, just like, visual stuff and whatnot. And then somebody else was teaching me about fuel. And so I learned a lot. And actually, this is my second time recording this video. First time I recorded for 2 hours, and I couldn't get nothing to go for me. So I just watched about 40 minutes of Kerbal Space Program videos, so I can try to put on for my city and put on for y'all. But with that being said,
shut up and get to the point!
So this is the last craft that I built when I was recording that one video, so we're not going to worry about this. So one thing that I learned, actually let me hop on this real quick. One thing that I learned while I was watching those videos is that when you come over here to the Research and Development Center, you can click Archives. So with these archives, there's these different situations and biomes and whatnot. And so this is where we got science from before. Recovery of a vessel returned from a flight over Kerbal. So this is where we got 6 science from. Science is what we need to, get new things to build our ships with and whatnot. So a way to get more science is actually by something I taught Junk about in the last video. And that's what I'm actually going to do now. This is just going to be like a science-y kind of test flight. We're going to come right here to our ship, and we are going to come down here to science, and we're actually going to put a couple of these guys right here. Also, somebody else in the comments told me about this. This button right here, toggle snap. So it's actually going to snap to things on here. So if I'm here in free mode, see, it kind of goes wherever I want it. But in snap, it kind of keeps everything, central where you like it. And then this button right here, let's say, I want 2 of these on each side. I can get 2 of them, 3 of them, 4 of them, 6 of them, 8 of them. So I can come and take this right here, and I put 1 on this side. It mirrors it on the other side. So what I'm gonna do is take these, because apparently if you take this goo and you activate them in different spots in orbit, you get science for it. Same thing with these thermometers. So I'm gonna put 2 right there and 2 right there. So we got 4. Okay, now I'm going to get just a regular engine to burn with here, and then I'm going to get my propellers at the bottom. I want 3 of them. It's kind of like a dart that seems aerodynamic. And I think this is it. I'm actually going to take this out to the launch pad. Skywalker 2 is already on the launch pad. I did not know I had another one on there. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have Jeb on it, obviously. So actually, we need to talk to Jeb, because apparently you can like scout and do things to get yourself science. I didn't know all of this. This is all new to me. So if I click the pod right here, I can do a crew report. So I do the crew report. Look at that. We get science. Crew report for the launch pad. We just assess the situation and whatnot. Okay, cool. How do I get this off? Transmit data. There we go. We got our science from it. And then also, if we come in here and do a, I don't know exactly what button it is, but this is it. What happened to Jeb? Dude, we got Valentina on the pad. I thought Jeb, this is the first time we ever had Valentina fly. We'll have Valentina do our space recon stuff. Okay, cool. Hey, Valentina. We can have Valentina do a EAV, which gets her out of the ship. And if we right click on her, we can do a report, which also gives us science, and we transmit that back. And we're going to take and get Valentina back into the hatch. Valentina, would you like to get back in the hatch? Yep, forward. Okay, so now I'm going to put on this SAS button, which is going to keep us stable. Well, stable enough. So we're going to put on SAS, and we are going to fly. Wait, actually, let me open these up. So I'm going to open all of these up right here. This is the mystery go. I can pin it. Pin all of this mystery go here to the side. I know I talked crazy about it last video, but apparently these things can be important. Apparently the nerdy stuff is important. We're going to take all of these thermometers I put on here as well and put them to the side. I have one more. This might be kind of boring, but this is very, very needed apparently. So we're going to observe the mystery go on the launch pad, and we're going to transmit the data. 42% scientific value, so we didn't get all of them. We got some of it. I guess containment unit warning, transmitting experiment organism inoperable. Restoring functionality require a scientist. I guess I don't want to transmit it. We're going to log the temperature as well, which will give us science. And then, okay, we're going to keep. We'll transmit the data, screw it. And then we already reviewed the data, transmit that, and get that one off. That thermometer, we'll take that one away. Okay, now we're just going to watch, because then we can get the goo and take the temperature in different spots of orbit, and that should give us more science. So we're going to make sure the SAS is on. So watch. Now we're in the low atmosphere. Should be in the low atmosphere soon. that's okay. So we're in the higher atmosphere now. We should be. We cross this dot right here. We're going to observe the goo again. We're going to log the temperature again. And then we're going to... Okay, here... Oh, I forgot to put a decoupler on this. That's not good. Oh, we might actually blow up and die here.
You what?
This could be very, very bad for Gemini. Or for Valentina. Okay, we're going to review our data. Do I keep it? I'm going to just click keep. Yeah, no, we'll transmit it, I guess. We're just going to transmit all this. Alright, so now we have to try to... Are we going down or are we going up? Alright, we're still going up. We're 50,000 meters in there. I'm just going to unpin all of these because I don't want these anymore. Unpin, 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 unpin. I think I did my job. Alright, we're still going up. So I'm just going to let this thing ride. We're actually in orbit right now. So I'm going to actually tilt this thing to the right a little bit. And then actually I can click this map and we can actually see ourselves from like space and see what our like course is. So right now we are on point to go up a little bit farther and then go down and land in the water. So that's actually not too bad. Get us off the map. So I'm actually not going too fast. Actually, this is actually pretty good. So I could pop my parachute right now because the last video we were having a lot of problems with, you know, rest in peace, Jeb. Jeb blowing up because I clicked the wrong button a little bit. Jeb! And actually, well, we're slowing down. We're not going fast at all. That's actually pretty sweet that I figured that out. So yeah, so I've actually figured out a few ways to like circumvent Jeb blowing up. Let me check the map again. All right, we're actually at our peak. So this is as high as we're gonna get. I'm probably gonna pop the. Oh, I did have I did put a decoupler to take that part out. That's actually pretty good.
Let me take you on a little trip. My supersonic ship's at your disposal if you feel so inclined.
So the way I figured out another way that we could save Jeb is if we take the pod like this and tilt it directly like this and it falls straight down at the end, it should theoretically, it's going to like kill the speed. Yeah! And we're going to be able to pop the parachute. That may or may not work. If not, I'm just going to do the same run again. I'm not going to record it. And then just pop the parachute in the sky like right now. And then we can just fall down safely. But it just takes so long to hit the ground. I don't want to make y'all suffer through that. So I'm actually going to put this up to... Yeah, as you can see, you can turn the time up to 1 through 4. But I'm going to put it on 1. And then get ourselves centered up straight to fall directly down. Then I'm going to put us on 4. And then if we start tweaking, I'm going to... Because you see how the parachute's yellow? That means it's in danger and we should not pop it right now. But what I'm seeing, if I keep the spaceship like this, as we break orbit, it should slow... Oh, that's okay. It should keep us... It should at some point break and turn us this way. And then we should be able to pop the parachute. Oh, it doesn't seem to be breaking. I see, we're actually slowing down. Yeah, there we go. And it broke. Oh my goodness, I'm actually figuring things out. And our speed, yeah, if we put it like flat down, we're actually going down. Yo, this is insane. I'm going to pop the parachute, put on 4 times, and Valentina's going to make it safe. Oh my goodness, we're making moves. Y'all don't understand. I recorded for like 2.5 hours. Okay, I think that was the other part of the ship hitting the ground and blowing up. I recorded for like 2.5 hours. Oh yeah, I got a haircut by the way. You didn't ask? Okay.
I don't give a fuck.
For like 2.5 hours of myself just like blowing up rockets, getting into space, and actually tweaking out. This is the first time like we've had something successful. Like I went up and was able to get back to the ground. Valentina, welcome back. So now I'm going to recover the vessel. This should give us a decent amount of science. So we did all them experiments up there. That's actually big. That's huge. What do we get? We got 46 science. We got a lot. We got a lot. Parts. We got our crew. We got Valentina with getting XP. That's big. Huge flight. Thank you so much, Valentina. Good stuff. All right, we're going to go to research and development. We have 46 science. Okay, which ones do we want to get? Survivability. This one seems huge. These are more parachutes. Okay, this is big. This is what we want. This is only 15. I'm definitely gonna buy it. So we get heat shields. So stuff's probably not gonna blow up anymore. We get 2 different types of heat shields. We get a barometer, more science stuff that'll give us more science at school. Radiator panel, radially attached radiator panel to help dissipate heat in space. Some more heat shield stuff. A micro landing strut, a small landing leg designed for space probes or lightweight landers. Oh, this is like moon stuff. Okay. Basically made of toothpicks, space grade toothpicks. Mind you, be careful with them anyway. So it's just that's if we want to land on the moon and whatnot. We got surface bay, heat resistant surface bay, ideal for promoting delicate instruments or small surface components. You know, just extra stuff we need more of in space. And we got radial mount parachutes. We just more parachutes. Yeah, we're 100% grabbing this. We're going to grab that with our science, and then we're gonna have to make a choice here whether we want stability or we want general rocketry. So do we want to go for the aerodynamic nose cone, lightweight and mostly not explosive. Okay. And then as a reminder for all personnel operating nearby, this part is really sharp and it'd probably hurt if you fell on it. Doesn't look sharp to me. And then we have a winglet. Nothing's really known about this thing because it's your own risk. What? And then radial decoupler. Oh, it's a decoupler. The same thing that we use to separate the ship. Like most other decouplers equipped with a hopefully small explosive charge. What do you mean hopefully? So it'll sever the liquids between the cells or whatever. So yeah, it's like this way, not this way, this way. Alright, so we either want that or we want this, which is, so the whole entire time, sorry, I'm getting agitated thinking about it. The whole entire time last video, I was trying to learn how to use these liquid engines. Because with the liquid engines, apparently you can, so the solid engines, you turn them on, they go full blast until they run out of fuel. These, you can actually change the throttle, and make them go faster or slower, and they have a lot of fuel, because you can put the fuel tanks on there, because you can have to carry the fuel with you instead of just being built in like solid ones. So I was really trying to learn how to use these, but I could not get them to work for some reason. Like I put it in the rocket, and I click it, and it would just not go, like it would not take the fuel. But so this is just a better version of that. And then we also have a thumper, solid fuel booster, just a bigger fuel booster, like the one we just used, so just carries higher, and then just a bigger fuel tank. Okay. I don't know, honestly. I think we should probably go with general rocketry. And then how much is this? 18? Yeah, we're gonna go with general rocketry. We need 7 more. We'll use the science stuff we got from this with the barometer to come back and snag that, actually. Oh, here, we come back here and go to archives. So, alright, now we have all these different reports for what we can do. So we have, see how values all the way up. We got all the science out of this, that one. Alright, we can get more science out of this. What would we have to do? The goose needs to be Mr. Goo observation from the upper atmosphere. Total 9. So yeah, there's more we can do. We can do more with the Mr. Goo if we ever need, or in desperate need of science. Temperature scan, we got everything out of that. That's great. Got that back. Surface landed, Mr. Goo. Oh, okay, here we go. Here's our Mr. Goo stuff. Different things we can do. Surface landed, Mr. Goo observation from launch pad. We need a little bit more if we do it again. Observation while flying at Kerbal, which is coming down from. Alright, so we just put more Goo in there. Some more science later. That's a later thing though, because we don't really need it right now. We have some toys to play with actually. So the goal for this video is really just, just kind of post one, and then I learned a lot by watching that video that I just watched. Actually, I have to shout him out. What a guy! Shout out to Micah Ben. I'm sorry if I butchered your name, Micah Ben. It was like a 6-year-old video, bro. Genuinely, like, saved my life. Insane. And he taught me a lot. So the goal I really wanted for this episode, that was huge. That was like half the goal. I just wanted to get the science and just get new stuff and learn. It's like, look, we got new stuff now. We have new stuff to play with. We have new parachutes. I figured out how to save Jeb, which is huge. And I want to, so how I did the last one. So here, if we go to did I not save? Okay, Skywalker 1 from the first video. Skywalker 1 did its thing, it landed back, we made Skywalker 2. Skywalker 2 is gonna have to do something that Skywalker 1 never did to remake Skywalker 3. So every time we progress, I want like a big milestone to happen. Like I want us to, like one thing we haven't done yet is, well, I mean, we did, that can almost warrant a Skywalker 3, what we just did, getting to orbit and landing, but I want to go higher than we ever have, get into orbit the Earth, and land, and then we can make Skywalker 3. I want something big like that. So actually what we're going to do here is we're just going to get rid of everything. I want a full restart here. So we're going to start from the top, obviously, our single command pod, and we are going to obviously get our parachute here, but I want to learn, we have these radial mount droid chute and then a radial mount parachute. So it's a half-size radial mount version of the droid parachute. It's small, deploys high up, and certainly not enough to stop you from smashing into the ground on its own, but you sort of slow craft down before you deploy the main chutes. That is huge. That is what we want. A parachute comparable to the MK16 chute, which is the one we have on top, which is placed radially instead of attached on top of something. Okay, so it's just the same thing. So we're gonna actually throw, I'd say we throw 2 of these on, and then these are the smaller ones. I'd say we throw 2 of these on as well, because these are going to deploy really high up to slow us down as we're coming down. Then we pop the main chutes. Oh, and then one of the biggest things I learned from the video, I'll talk about that right now in just a second. Actually, let's get these new engines going. I want to try out the new. I'm not gonna do it now because I really need to learn how to use these liquid engines, because you can change the throttle, and that's like huge. That's gonna be so good for actually like being able to maneuver and stuff in space. But we'll worry about that later. I want to try out this new Thumper solid fuel booster, because this what is the thrust on this one? 197. This one's 200 in max thrust, and is 250 and 300. This one's 197 and 227. So this is like, this is huge. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's a rocket. We're gonna put you on you. Wow. Also, I figured out if you click these, I don't know exactly how to do it. You need to right click it. Oh. If you right click it, you can actually change the color of these. That's actually pretty neat. You'll make them white, gray. Then we can't change the thumper though. That's alright. We might just do the thumper by itself right now, just to figure out what it does. Or I might throw. Oh, we got heat shields now too. That's big. We're gonna do a. We're just gonna do one. We're just gonna try the thumper for right now. That's all we're gonna use. Then coupling. Yeah, we'll have to. We're gonna put this coupler on here to separate these two after they're through. Payload, a service bay. I don't think we really need that for right now. We're just kind of playing around with the new stuff. Obviously, gonna need some fins. Always need some fins. Ground. We're not landing on anything thermal. Okay, we're actually gonna put some heat shields. A tiny heat shield or a big heat shield. So do these just go? Where do these go exactly? Do they go kind of? Okay, they kind of go how the decoupler is. So we're gonna just put a heat shield right there. I'm just gonna do it. Why not? And then those connected. We're gonna put these, which are radial heat shields. We'll put some on there. Why not? They might mess with the aerodynamics a little bit, but it's okay. We'll kind of try to line them up. Yeah, we'll take a little bit of heat away. I don't know if that's going to do much for us. And we're actually going to drop these. Measuring local atmospheric pressure. We're actually going to put 4 of these on the bottom of the command pod so we can get some science. Cargo. Should already have all that in there. We'll give him an extra parachute in case he wants it. We're going to come down to utility. And I think that's going to be about it. Let's go ahead and take the new and improved Skywalker 2 to the launcher. This is actually could be huge. Wait, did I put Jev in there? Or did I put Valentina back in? If it's Valentina, it's okay. But I would like Jev back. Yeah, hello, Jev. It's nice to see you, buddy. Okay, so what we're going to do real quick is actually come up here and going to click this barometer. We're going to log the pressure data. We got the science. Collecting and recording atmospheric pressure. So when it says 70%, how do I get like more? Oh, okay, I figured it out. You know the. Actually, let's do that real quick. I've actually figured out you come here and you can revert the flight back to the vehicle assembly. I think the reason we're getting 70% is because we don't have any communications. So we're going to actually put ourselves a antenna right there. Hopefully that doesn't mess with our aerodynamics much. We'll see. All right, we're gonna try this again. We're going to come in and do that. That. Live pressure data. That's still 70%. Okay, didn't change anything. So. Oh, not enough electric charge. That's what I was not. Okay, we'll figure this out later. All right, now I want to open U. Pin, U, pin, and U, pin. We'll pop U and get a little bit higher. And actually, what I need to talk about more importantly, I don't think it's talking about when it goes to staging for these rockets. So basically, so it starts at the bottom, and as I click spacebar, it's going to happen in order. So what I want to happen first is obviously I want my engine to burn. And after my engine burns, I want that decoupler to happen, then we'll set the top, and I'm going to parachute. So in order, it's going to start from the bottom. We're going to burn, we're going to decouple, then we're going to parachute. Actually, what I want to happen first, I have to figure this out. I want the mini parachutes to go first, then the side parachutes. So mini, sides, top. Okay. Now we should be able, if Jeb is ready and it's new and improved rocket, I think we're ready to fly. I'm going to turn on that SAS. Skywalker 2, you were go for liftoff. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get up a little bit, and we're going to log our pressure data now. Nope, never mind, we've already got it once. We need to get a little bit higher in the atmosphere before we do all of that. Log in now. Nope. We need to get a little bit higher up before we log that. I guess. I don't know where the stuff is on the phone. Nope. Oh, there we go. Transmit back. Got one. But we're still thumping, baby. We are still flying. We are in the air. And there we go. And we are actually going to hopefully break the atmosphere here soon. What's our track looking like? Nope, not docking mode. Get me out of that. Map. How far are we going up? Oh, we still got a decent amount of height. We should get out of the... We should get to the atmosphere before we get out. I'm going to try to do the thing where they kind of tilt the... I'm going to turn the SAS off and just ever so slightly. It doesn't really want me to right now. We're still kind of going a little bit too fast. I like to turn it so it's kind of cruising in. So you kind of orbit the Earth. I'm not gonna be able to orbit the Earth right now. Let's log this pressure data. No, we already have enough. Review it. Yeah, send that out. I'm gonna log all of that pressure data and send it back. Alright. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and take these two off. I'm not worried about them anymore. Put those two tiny ones down. And oh, I deployed those like extremely high. So it's gonna take me like 10 years to touch the ground. But yeah, okay, now that we know we're pretty safe. We got these little ones and then we got these bigger ones on the side. We're but actually it's not taking once we catch air at the bottom it's gonna take like forever. But I think I can use one of these atmospheric pressure things in the water. That's what I'm trying to say. When we touch the water, I think you can do something in the water too. Yeah, you see. Alright, so now we know we're catching these two red parachutes high. Then after that, like that, and then we got the one at the top. So Jeb is safe, bro. Oh my, dude, figuring this out is like when you've been in math class and then like it finally clicks for you.
Shut your fucking mouth!
Alright, so we ended up getting. We got 11 almost science from that, from the scans in the upper atmosphere. We got 3 from this. We didn't get a lot from the launch pad, and we didn't get any from the flight. We actually got 25 science in total there. That's actually really good. Jeb, no XP gain. Jeb's been here. He's done that, bro. Come on. This is lightweight for Jeb. We're actually going to come back here now, and we're obviously going to try to grab this one just because this is kind of what we need right now. We're going to research that, and that's going to give us the radial decoupler, this new wing, and then a new nose cone. So what are we looking at next, just to see what we're going to get excited about? It's going to be basic science, battery packs. I'm not going to read too much into it. It'll be a surprise. We'll just kind of look at what we got. More radiator panels, flight controls, more wings. We're going to have aviation, which is going to be, well, just all sorts of goodies. And then we're going to have construction, which is going to be more decouplers, and just cool stuff for the rocket, stuff like that. We got another one at the top, advanced rocketry. That's going to be our brand new fuel tanks and whatnot. But these are going to cost $45, $45, $45, $45 respectively each. So we're actually going to have to come here to the archives and figure out where are we missing science at. So we got everything we need out of these except for some goo things. We'll do those later. It's not too much we're missing. Yeah, that's the only science we're missing right now. And actually, these are all the different planets we can go to. Well, we're obviously not going to land on the sun. You know, we got these different things here, the different moons. This is where Kerbal has 2 moons. We want to go to the moon. That's the moon. That's where we want to go, man. That's the whole point of this. These other planets, we'll get there when we get there. But boy, oh boy, do I want to get to the moon. But yeah, we just need to do some mystery goo stuff for a little bit more science. I'll figure out how to get the rest of the science later, because we are obviously going to need more than 3 or 4 extra we're going to get for the mystery goo. Because we need 45 for each of these, which is a lot. But it's just us getting to space and all that. It'll probably give us some more. But let's actually see what we're doing here. So this has been really successful so far. Like, we've done a lot, and I want to do one more. I want us to graduate from Skywalker 2 this episode. So what I want to do actually is come here and try to make something check. Actually, last time we didn't have anything like what's the word? We didn't have any like electricity coming to our communication. So we needed. Yeah, we weren't like communicating with anything. So let's put this away. Try to get an antenna going at the top. Right, that is not centered. Get an antenna going right there, kind of at the top. That's probably not the best spot for it, but it is what it is. Engines. Alright, so the new stuff we got from that is actually these radio decouplers, which is okay. So what I figured out is what you do with these staging stuff right here. It's like you can come with a staging thing right here, and then do something, which is going to be something for later, because I'm not going to do this episode, but do something like this. You know, something like that. You put a big booster in the middle and have all the smaller boosters on the side. I don't think it's going to work with a thumper, but you know, what if we were to... Yeah, chair gun. Oh, but yeah, you get what I'm trying to do. You get what I'm putting down. So we can put like different things on the side. Like, I don't know exactly how to do it yet. I didn't look into it, but I think that's what the radial decouplers are going to be for. And actually here we can get this aerodynamic nose cone. So actually what I want to do is just, I want to restart. Just put this whole rocket aside, move that to the side. I won't let me move it. Okay, cool. We're just gonna, why is my cord taking up my chair so bad? Alright, I'll do one more rocket before we go. We're gonna start here. And we're just gonna start from the bottom. This is still Skywalker 2. I want to, we kind of deserve to graduate to Skywalker 3, but I want to do one more flight on 2. So we're gonna come here and go to engines, and we're just gonna go ahead and start with a, actually real quick, go to utility and try out this new nose cone that we got. Where we at here? How do we, so does it just sit on top? Let's read. Excuse me. Aerodynamic, lightweight, and mostly non-explosive. So what is the, I guess it just helps us go straight. I guess that's just it. Yeah, we're gonna just put that nose cone in there and see what happens. And then we're gonna come here and we're obviously gonna use ourselves a thumper, but I think we're gonna do different from last time. Oh, I forgot to do this last time. What we're gonna do is we're gonna come here, and as you can see, this is TWR. This is like actual like scientific shit. And TWR is your, and I quote, thrust to weight ratio. A TWR of 1 is the exact amount of thrust you need based off the weight that you need to achieve liftoff. So real life rockets are going to use about 1.3, I believe, and what you want in here is about like 1.3, 1.4, because you don't want to be going too fast for whatever reason. I don't know exactly why. But you see, my TWR right now on the bottom right hand corner is 2.99, so closer to 3. So we want to try to get that down to about a 1.3, 1.4-ish. And the way you do that is we're going to come here and we're going to do our thrust limiter. And we're actually going to move this back. And it should, yep, change our TWR. So let's say I go right here and move that. Our TWR is now 0.79. That means we're not having enough thrust versus the weight to get out the ground because it's below 1. So we want it to be at about something like that, 1.33. Or with a little bit more than that, 1.38. We're gonna do that for our limiter. So that's just how the science works, I guess. I don't know. I saw it in the video, man. I don't know. These winglets are gonna be, oh, these are like the basic fins, just better. Okay. We're going to try actually here do something a little bit crazy. I want to do well, we obviously want to put a heat shield in between everything we do. We're going to go to coupling and do a decoupler. And then I want to try and put another thumper. That's just going to be too big, I think. I mean, we could try it. What's the worst that can happen? I'll put another heat shield on there for obvious purposes. And then I want 3 of these on each. And on my aerodynamic, where are my winglets? On those 3 each. On the very bottom of the ship. This is like a professional rocket ships, if I do say so myself. What else do we usually put on these? Did we miss anything? I don't think we missed anything. Oh, yes we did. Boy, oh boy, yes we did. We missed some parachutes. Oh, we can't have both. You can't have both. That kind of sucks. Well, if we're not going to have that one, these worked pretty good last time, but if we're going to, these are the ones that deploy high up, right? Yeah, the small deploys high up. So these, we're just going to have 2 of these. We're going to have 2 of these. We're going to come place these right at there. But for these, since we don't have the normal ones, the normal parachutes, I won't bring them right there, right at the top. And then did we do the decouplers? So we want to do our staging. So at the bottom, we want our first. We want the first thruster to go, then it decouples, second thruster to go. And we did not put a decoupler on. I'm going to call that. Where would those be at? Here. Decoupler. So wait, alright, so as you can see, it starts at the bottom. I'm going to click space. This is going to go. and the next one that highlights the decoupler's gonna drop it. Then next, this one's gonna burn, and then I would like a decoupler here at the top, so we can land safe. So we're gonna go 1 at the bottom, 2 decoupler, 3 second booster decoupler. Then we're gonna have parachutes number. Nope, not like that. I want the mini chutes to go out first. Yeah, mini chutes 1 and 2, and then lastly the big 3. Alright, and also once again, my ratio for the thumper, I want to put it at 46. Since this was the first one, I'm actually gonna put this one a little bit higher, 47. I don't know if this is gonna work. It's probably not gonna work out, to be honest with you. We're just gonna launch it and see how it goes, man. You know, we're just trying stuff at this point. If not, I'm gonna change out the second thumper for a one, just a smaller one, but one that'll still get us somewhere. So we're gonna turn on the SAS. Actually, anytime before you start a rocket, you actually have to check here because the game likes to actually screw you up a little bit. So we're gonna go 1, 2. Yes, he look, trying to screw me up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we want mini chutes, big chute. Okay. Jeb, man, look, I don't know how this is gonna go. It's the craziest rocket I've built yet. I trust in you though, you're my best pilot. We're gonna make sure the SAS is on. Okay, I know exactly what the problem is. So, you know the whole scientific spiel I gave about the thrust to weight ratio? I didn't do it again after the extra weight got put on. So yeah, that's gonna make our TWR is below a 1. So yeah, we're actually gonna have to redo this. We're gonna have to do the math again. Because yeah, we got more weight, so there, ergo, we need more thrust, obviously. That's on me. Yeah, we're gonna put it to 90, so about full, but not actually full. Okay, yep, that was the problem. Alright, so put it at 90. That's gonna put us at 1.34. There we go. Put us back on the launch pad. Here we go. Here's something different. Alright, we're gonna go through our checks. 1, 2. Nope, try to mess me up. 3, 4. And I want to make sure I'm doing little chute. Nope, I want to do. No, what are you doing? Little chute, then big chute. Okay. Alright. Everything looks good. Our things are good. Go through the check one more time. Alright, man, look. Jeb, this is the craziest rocket I've ever built, man. We're going to get you out to outer space. We're going to... Skywalker 2 is about to upgrade. One small step for Kerblins everywhere. Let's ride. Okay, something blew up. But it's okay because we're going up. Maybe I should have kept the weight up. Because we're almost out of fuel already and we're not going high. Okay, that's not great. That's not great. Let's calculate. Alright, we're moving. We're getting somewhere. We're not going fast, but we're getting somewhere. Alright, we're kind of turning a little bit. I don't like how far we're turning. What's your trajectory? Alright, we're actually kind of moving. Okay. Prepare to decouple, and lock. Alright, so to turn the SAS off and I turn it back on. We are moving into the sky. Alright, come on. Even out. Come on, baby. Even out. Don't let us crash. Even out. How much fuel are we running on? Please tell me we're out of fuel soon. We are genuinely going in a straight line. This is not good. This is not good at all. We are the whole ship's coming apart. Everything's going wrong. It's okay. Decouple. Decouple is from them. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're okay. We're okay. Are we going up or are we going down? We are currently going down. Alright, we are going to... It's okay. It's okay. I figured this out a minute ago. We are going to turn ourselves directly down. Nope, I said directly down. I will fight for this. There we go. Yep. We're going to fall directly at the ground. And we're actually going to land this. It's okay. We went pretty high, but we're going to get Jeb back safe. That's all that matters. I'm going to roll these little chutes first. When we get a little bit closer, I'm actually going to run this at times 4. Get a little bit closer. I'm going to run these. Down came out at the same time, but it's fine. Jebediah, you're going to be alright, sir. Alright. So the problem we had with that one is when we got to the top, we just kind of, you know, that was the problem I was having last time. We're going up and we're arcing over. So I'm going to have to watch that back. So also our problem was we were going up like super slow, but once we dropped that weight, we were flying. So if we can figure out how to better just, you know, keep stable and go straight. I mean, it's got to be to do with the aerodynamics, or maybe we should have done 2 thumpers. Maybe that was just a little bit too much. We're going to be good because we're getting Jeb back safe every time. Even when it like went wrong, how it did at the end, where it was like flipping out at the end, we still ended up doing okay. So I'm not even mad at that. That's a good run, bro. We've made so much progress since our first run on Skywalker 2. It's been huge progress. Jeb's actually so safe. We're actually gonna cut these parachutes because they're just making us go really slow. Don't cut all of them. Just cut those 2. Yeah, make us go a little bit faster. And we're gonna touch down any second now. But yeah, no, I'm happy with that performance. We figured out in crisis situations we could still save Jeb, and yeah, no, I'm happy with that. And we're gonna touch down and see if we got any new signs for that. That's got to be a new like moving record. We were moving genuinely. Actually, can I make Jeb do a EVA here? Cannot disembark while off Kerbal surface. Okay, he can't go out in the water. I was going to see if I can get some science for that. We're going to recover the vessel. We're probably not going to get a lot of science for that one, but, you know, there's got to be some milestones working there. Like, we were moving, bro. We got up there. We were definitely in orbit. Okay, we didn't get anything, but, like, we'll take that. I believe we had a good run. Also, you can upgrade these things when you get money. Don't really know what that does. We can upgrade the astronaut complex, but I really don't see a point in that. We're running Jeb and Bill, Bob, and Valentine until we die, right? Why is Bill so stupid? Jeb's courage should be like all the way max. Lost, 0 missing. We have 0 Kerbals missing. That's good. You know, so coming back here, our thumpers are very good. We can build rockets. We're going to go ahead and turn those thrusters back up. There's just, you know, I said all that. That's for a smaller rocket. With one big like this with all this weight, we're gonna have to keep the thrust limiter not limiting anything. And then these, I really want to learn how to use these. Once you get to orbit, you can use the fuel and you can just start and stop these. And you know, oh, I want to cruise around. All right, I'm gonna cruise. Okay, I want to turn this way. All right, let's burn a little bit and let's go that way. That's why I want to learn to use these liquid fuel rockets. And I'm going to watch a video about that, and I will figure that out. And then these surface bays. So I want to figure out what this does. So this is a heat-resistant surface bay, ideal for protecting delicate instruments or stowing small surface components such as RCS tanks, batteries, and all that. That's gonna be with that new unlock when we get some more science. But I mean, I feel like the aerodynamic nose cone did this thing. I feel like these winglets are better than the basic fins were. We didn't try that out because we're not landing anywhere. Thermal, the heat shields have been putting in work. Like stuff blew up at the bottom, and I don't know, we still flew. We were fun. Science, we can do some more with that pressure. Utility, you know, we were putting these parachutes to tremendous work. It's been great. But yeah, I really appreciate all the tips y'all left last video. Actually, I want to give some shout outs real quick. I know it doesn't mean a lot coming from me, but I really appreciate the love for real on the last video. We got 300 views, almost. It's the most views I've ever got on a YouTube video. And then 25 likes and like 20 comments. Man, it was great. I really appreciate that. I had a lot of fun reading them. But I want to give a shout out to some of y'all who were giving like tips and tricks and stuff. If I butcher your name, I'm really sorry. Got JKUzum96 who was telling me about the snapping feature, like this right here, the two-wheel snap. That was huge. That was big. And then that's why my rockets are like aerodynamic and such now. Then I also have the infamous Goose. So he was telling me about 3 different mods I should get. I'm trying to get those 3 mods. I saw one visual mod, but I don't think it put it in right. You know, I guess I put it in the wrong file. But the 3 mods, I did look at them. They look awesome, but I have to have certain requirements to get them. I have to download something else. I will do that in the future. I just didn't really have time tonight. I had a big final to take earlier. The infamous Goose, I really appreciate that. Then also, I want to show a lot of love to, again, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. This JKUzum96. He told me about, he said, and I quote, after witnessing multiple disasters, I have one word for you, decouplers. Yes, that was huge, bro. Because we're going from having all this weight on the rocket and we're just dropping them off. That's huge. I appreciate you, bro. That's huge. And then another comment you left, you were telling me about the different fuel types, you know, telling me the swivel, this one right here. Because last episode I was like, oh, I have liquid fuel. What's it doing? But I was using solid boosters. And yeah, you were telling me about the swivel. Well, now we have the Reliant. And so yeah, I'm going to learn how to use those next video. I couldn't exactly figure it out, but yeah, now I know that these are liquid fuel based only. And also, yeah, like you said, the solid fuel ones, they go until they stop and you can't change it. But the liquid fuel, you can like throttle. And yeah, I mean, it's just great. You said look up KSpedia, which is a Wikipedia for Kerbal Space Program. I will 100% be doing that. I mean, hey, just all love about this video. I appreciate y'all so much. If y'all want to see more Kerbal, let me know. This could get 0 views. I'm playing Kerbal some more. I love this game. It's been great. But yeah, next episode. I feel like at this point, with all that we've made today, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna save Skywalker 2. We're gonna open a new one. Next episode. Oh, it'll let me type. Next episode, we got the. Oh, okay. Thanks for killing all the suspense. Okay. Okay. Hello. Let me type it.